So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Pelé. Thinks about the shot. It's Adriano! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Pelé. And it's Neymar. Searching pass he's played there. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely feet. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Roberto Baggio. Can he get on the end of this? That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Nakata. Nakata! They want to be quick to recover this. Danilo. Aim forwards. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nakata. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Pelé. And the shot! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now
he's going for goal! Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Well read, nice interception. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Opts to play it back. Has a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Savinho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's half-time here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Spain go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. Danilo. Linton and Savinho. Roberto Baggio. Now he's got space here. Sara is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Sara. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Carlos Augusto. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Adriano, looking for options for movement. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. João Pedro. Ambitious ball here. And this is Pelé. He's beaten the... He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's real.
Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Douglas Luiz. Great vision. No, that's been intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Shot could be on. And a chance! And it's been taken short. Now it's David Neres. Bruno Guimaraes is flagged offside. There could be trouble here. Shapes to shoot! He scores! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Brazil playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Douglas Luiz. Out to the left it goes. Well, this is surely their last chance. Lucas Paqueta. And that is expertly dealt with. Neymar goes short. Now the header! They've done it! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so...
And that is as far as it goes. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
And now,
Pelé collecting the match ball, and it is his.
featuring our guest performers today.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Spain definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
There's the shot! It's there! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Hazard. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nesta with the slide tackle there. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Yaya Toure. Spain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Beckenbauer.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Defending of the desperate variety. It's a pretty loose pass. Son Heung-min. Now that Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Asensio with the clearance. Throw in. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Not the most accurate pass. He has found the way through. Nesta calmly anticipates. Spain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. And he was quick to react. It's run loose here. Cruyff. Now it's Shevchenko. Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
There will be one.
Oh, that's a key interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Son Heung-min. This is promising. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that was no routine save. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points. And he's taking no chances there. Nicely spread. Spain have their third corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's rather hopeful. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
75 minutes played. Nesta spots it and intercepts.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nesta gets over and intercepts. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Cruyff. And he's there to belt it away. Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's come loose. Cruyff.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No way through. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, well played, well sorted out. More and more pressure on the ball here. Beckenbauer. Not the most accurate pass, but Asagi gets it clear. Mbappe! He's got away! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. That's a sharp pass. Shevchenko. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. He's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Lovely ball and a chance! There it is! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Is number 8, Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Approaching the half-hour mark. It's a pretty loose pass. Costa Curta.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That is good alertness. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Dijk. Tries to pass it through. It's Son Heung-min! And again the keeper stands strong.
Son Heung-min really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Short changes him with that pass. Nesta. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? Now Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Shevchenko. And he's having a shot! It's there! Spain are all square. That is so good. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Spain will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well read, nice interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Son Heung-min. Yaya Toure. Spain looking to pass their way through. Pavlovic. Azar. Almost an hour gone. And it's Cruyff. Bartasaghi cuts out the pass. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Son Heung-min. Shevchenko. Cruyff. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar. Rice. Pass somewhat off target. Beckenbauer. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Reinders. And he was quick to react. Nesta. Spain finding their passes. Picked out Shevchenko! Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he cuts out the supply.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's made sure that's not getting
There
through.
will be 1 minute added time.
That's going to go a long way. Son Heung-min. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that may well be that. That is that. Spain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most.
And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you...
Cruyff! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Nesta is there and he can get that clear. And we have our very first corner. Batistuta! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Can he get on the end of this? Beckenbauer. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Alcantara. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for move. Shoots! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Oh, he's been... And Fletcher! He's missed, but not by that far.
Darren Fletcher certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Cafu. And here's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he... Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! A finish of true class! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's gone for goal! Oh, nice, just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Aubameyang. Beckham. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cruyff. And this is Son Heung-min.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He won't be happy with that one. Son Heung-min. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Cafu. Short changes him with that pass. And we hit half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position.
Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well,
and Cruyff! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nakata. Darren Fletcher conjures time and space where few can. Threads one in. Neatly clipped into space. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cruyff. Nice sequence of passes there. Cruyff! Cruyff! No one quite like him! A finish right from the top draw. And they've got their lead back.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, and the finish! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to...
And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi. Foot in. Oh, super ball, Cruyff! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Thuram.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Van Bouten cuts it out. So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anti...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed.
Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Costa Curta. Now Yaya Toure. Beckenbauer. And it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Son Heung-min. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No, that's been intercepted. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alcantara. And here's Son Heung-min. Tomori with the clearance. That's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Spain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice a try. Shevchenko! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And can he finish it? Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Crunching tackle. Rooney had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Raul. And here's Rooney. They want to be quick to recover this. Cross into the box. Has another go! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Alexander-Arnold.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Spain leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Spain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Cruyff. Beckenbauer. And it's Son Heung-min for Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was... And Shevchenko! That's going to go a long way. Beckenbauer. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Can he get on the end of this? And he's running through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rooney with a real chance here.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially...
Rooney! He went for the curler. Nicely weighted ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now, can they get him away?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And that has been clubbed away. Yaya Toure. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that was probably asking just too much. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And it's Cruyff.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, what has happened here? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Beckenbauer could move up a gear here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tries to play it through. Beckenbauer, the man synonymous with solidity. Cruyff. I think we're just about done here. And this is Son Heung-min.
Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit
There
now.
will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Son Heung-min. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spain have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Costa Curta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Batistuta! Batistuta! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's Son Heung-min! And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that is a trife! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the pass is intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Shevchenko. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that was vital. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Cannavaro is there to clear. Nesta. Spain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Rivaldo, very much a man of this moment.
Spain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Tries to play it through. Can he get it through? Son Heung-min gets into a good position. It's Son Heung-min! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Son Heung-min is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And this is Son Heung-min, chance! It's bounced back off the post. It's in! Spain are all square. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. I think we're up to after 45 minutes.
Spain really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going down. So I think from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Spain have been the team that had the lion's share of possession chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Azar. Looking to play him in. Had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alcantara. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle. It was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Batistuta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer, and this is Ronaldo, and this is Cruyff. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. He gets big!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Look at the space here! Nicely spread. He's in space and looking for options. Quick look, he's got tall! And that would have been game, set and match.
Forlan really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Son Heung-min. And here's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's a key interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special. That ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. And Shevchenko! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Son Heung-min. Costa Curta. Still goalless at the moment. Vieri has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Spain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Otto receives it in a good position here. Toure gets it away. Thuram. And it's Cruyff. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard goes on a charge down the left. Son Heung-min, and they can counter here. He's through here. Shevchenko! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Nesta spots it and intercepts. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann powering forward here. Vieri. Thuram. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Ball played for Nesta. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And this is Forlan. Vieri. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that is expertly dealt with. Costa Curta. Yaya Toure. That pass has been well intercepted. Fired deep towards the back post. And a chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
Good chance here! And somehow it stayed out. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Beckenbauer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Forlan. It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram for Nesta. And he's quick to get it clear again. Hernes. He is through here. Big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Tottenham are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely weighted ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Vieri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. It's a good run down the right. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo finds himself offside.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Substitution.
Tottenham choosing to make the first change. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Looking for a runner. De Michelis calmly anticipates. Rooney. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Back into the middle.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Torres. And this is Owen. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Added time.
Beckenbauer. Yaya Toure. And it's been played through. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. 26th of May 2005, Istanbul, and one of the most famous of all famous comebacks in football, and this man was its catalyst.
Well, come to think of it, Peter, he has a fair share of famous comebacks over his career, but if you think context, this has to be it.
3-0 down at half-time, and his header just after the break sparked that extraordinary miracle against one of Europe's finest teams, finest defences. It is, of course, the legend, the leader, that is Stevie G. Opts for safety. Now he's got space here. Played into space out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
It's a promising position. Lewandowski. Shot, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pumas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Cherki. Kukçu.
Pumas Unam really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And it's Gerrard. Saliba. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Get out to the left flank. Cherki. Palmer. Palmer! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Park Ji-sung. Try, and the shot! Terrific save by Spieler! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Park Ji-sung is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Ruben Neves plays it short. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So, what can they come up with here?
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Terrific save by Spieler! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Manchester United have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Has a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Pass somewhat off target. Eder Militao. Marquinhos. And it's Luis Skelly. Cherki.
2 added minutes has
Knocks
been
it into
indicated.
space. And it's Palmer. Cherki. He's tried one! Denied by an instinct. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking...
Shot at goal! And it's in! The second half off to a spectacular start! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And here's Lewandowski. And that has put paid to that. Zubimendi takes a shot. That was superb goalkeeping.
Zubimendi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Palmer. Can he get on the end of this? Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's straight offside. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Marquinhos has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution for Pumas, number 9, and the series. Coming on to replace him is number 18.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. He's having a go! Oh, and that should have been 2.
Cherki has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
That pass has been well intercepted. Pumas still ahead by the game's only goal. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Substitution for Pumas, number 13, Palmer. Coming on the field is number 16, Fermin.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's Lewandowski! And he hits the net! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Threads one in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Just seeing the ball. And that will be the final act. Pumas can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Lewandowski voted man of... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Oh, delightful ball. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Sorloth. Sorloth! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Looking to play him in.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
Cherki, now can they get him away? Puyol promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Sorloth. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So it is still 0-0. And it's Palmer.
Cherki really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Sorloth. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
James. Now it's Sorloth. Pumas do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zubimendi. Cherki. Lewandowski. Shot, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pumas with the corner, there first. Puyol getting this one clear. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Pumas Unam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rijkaard. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Zubimendi. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Nicely shaped ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Thinks one through. Chips it through. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Palmer.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found a way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Has a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Number 18, Sorloth. Coming on the field is number 5, Turn.
So here comes a substitution. David Villa. And that is a little undercooked. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. It's a promising position. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Palmer. It's Lewandowski! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lovely bit of skill.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this is Ronaldo, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Svila gets good distance on it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
David Villa.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Number 8, number 13, Palmer. Coming on the field, number 16.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Number 17.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That's beautifully weighted. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Puma, and that's it. Pumas have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Pumas leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude.
Gets his head on it! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Pumas are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Lewandowski. Gets a good foot in there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. Haaland! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even...
Has a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Welbeck is flagged offside.
Pumas Unam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Luis Skelly. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Pumas finding their... And the finish! They've done it! We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Good ball, good take. Oh, well played, well sorted out. More and more pressure on the ball here. Aimed beyond the defence. Jordan Henderson. Pumas are looking to break at pace. Van Dijk. Here's Vitinha. Can he get it through? Jordan Henderson. Gabriel. Jordan Henderson. Cherki. Lewis Skelly. Jordan Henderson. Now it's En-Nesyri. Bout of passing. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to... Oh, what? Oh, it's fallen kindly here! That's a sharp pass.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's... tries a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now he's got space here. Grimaldo cuts it out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nico Williams. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's En-Nesyri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pumas needing a change of fortune here. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Looking for a runner. Welbeck gets into some space. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Substitution for Pumas, number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field, number 5, Turn. Number
And claimed it back swiftly. Succumbs to the pressure. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's burst through. Now, can he finish? Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. has another go! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And it's made its way to him. And he's on his way! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, good-looking ball. Zubimendi. And that's been won straight back. He's going for goal! Oh no, this does not look good. Zubimendi is there and he can get that clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. And the through ball. Palmer. So what can they make of this?
Has been indicated.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Thuram shapes to shoot! That's another chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome, in the end, virtually unavoidable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Pumazunam.
Bye-bye.